did you see about the Star Wars cast being announced? I thought that was pretty cool. Because you had a picture of JJ Abrams. They did it in like black and white. The couches looked like they were from like the 70s or early 80s. So if you unless you squinted, you had no idea it was like a modern picture. And you saw Harrison Ford chatting to JJ Abrams, the director.
What I liked was, so I liked the fact that most of the, a large number of the old cast is back. That's going to be good.
Well, you have Chewbacca, Peter Mayhew, they even got back. And then you have Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher. Billy D, I'm not sure where Billy D is.
No.
But I feel bad for Billy D. I tweeted a Colt 45 commercial saying like...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That wasn't an obvious joke.
Hey!
So...
They're still hysterical.
No, it's not. So, I don't know, and some of the new members they've announced for the cast are pretty good too. What I liked about that shot was that people were already overanalyzing it. Like, they kind of pointed to where like the Solo family was going to be based on how people were sitting and discussing the picture. Like, they're trying to figure out who's going to be playing.
Who's going to be who?
At least what camps they're going to fall in.
Do you care that they basically come out and said that the extended universe is not canon anymore, even though it wasn't they kind of thought it was canon before? So like games like the novels like the Admiral Thrawn trilogy, and like games like Dark Forces, they kind of did them to the fact that, okay, these are official Lucas Arts products, it has the blessing of Lucas, therefore they fit into the mythology. Now they're saying no, because we're going to basically rewrite the entire trilogy over that before. So some people are pissed on that. I personally, I don't care as much. If they can make great movies, I'm not going to care. However, if they dropped the ball and they could have done, that the trilogy that people love, the book trilogy, then people are going to be, pissed, and it could be a waste of opportunity. But at least you don't know what's going to be coming, though.
I'm not pissed. I mean, I'm kind of on the same page as you. I realize this may upset some people, but the thing is to me, Star Wars was always a movie series. I know fans always wanted more than what they had, so that's when you spin out into books, and the books got the blessing. But I'm more concerned about them returning to what's a semi-decent movie. I mean, you have to understand, the Star Wars canon universe is just, it's out of control. It's ungainly. It's unwieldy. It's hard. I mean, that's got to be hard to work with. So I'm okay with them kind of just pretending that didn't exist and starting off from the end of Episode VI.
Yeah, you think that someone coming in like JJ Abrams who wants good control over the product. I mean, he's helped revive the Star Trek, franchise. Why wouldn't he want to have control over that as well for Star Wars? Not rely on these novels that were written. When were they written? The mid-90s they were written, those novels? They were a long time ago.
I thought it was actually late 80s, but I mean, like I said...
they were a while ago. The whole point is that
I don't know for
he wants to come in and put his own spin on it, not just go back and just make it, he doesn't want to, approach like the Harry Potter books. He wants to make his own original films.
I think that's fine.
They actually released a working title, which it's probably not going to be the final title. But actually, it's not that bad. The Ancient Fear. That's actually not a bad title compared to a lot of the other ones that they've had.
I was hoping for a newer Hope.
A newer Hope.
The most recent Hope.
The most recent Hope. Yeah. The Disney Hope. That was going to be. So that's actually not a bad, it's sort of like something, maybe it'll be something from the Old Republic that comes back, or who knows. But I'm very excited about these films just because Lucas is not involved. So it's like... The best movie, Empire Strikes Back, Lucas had minimal involvement with that.
Sure.
Very minimal. He didn't write the screenplay. He wrote a very basic framework for the story, but that was it. No directing. That's it. He was outside looking in.
I'm a big Jedi fan.
Well, he had more say in that, obviously.
But Empire was great. I mean, Empire was great.
It's just a great movie. Yeah. It stands alone. Sure. Return of the Jedi, not so much, but it's still a good movie, Return of the Jedi.
Jedi works as a capper.
It works as a capper, but it's also lazy. Having a second Death Star as, again, the central sort of plot. Come on, really? That's what you're going? They didn't know that was being built? You know what I mean? How could you hide a second Death Star being built?
I always kind of black that out of my mind. Really? Every time I see Jedi again, I'm like, oh, right, they're building another freaking Death Star.
It's almost like Lucas sitting down. It's like, you know what? No, Death Star was fun. Let's do it again.
I really like the stuff I like the speeder bike sequences and stuff like that.
Instead of having them have like some sort of grand invasion of Coruscant, like the Rebel fleet versus the Imperial, which would have been awesome. Let's just have another Death Star. Let's just roll it around again. So I'm looking forward to it. I think that they're going to be great movies. December 2015 it'll come out. We'll see what happens, and I'm really interested to see how they use the old cast if they're going to be like main characters or just secondary. But of course, Hamill's going to be an old Jedi like Ben Kenobi, so that's going to be cool.
Right.